For today's video, I want to do something different than my usual environment art. Therefore, I thought it might be a great idea to participate in this month's character design challenge. For those of you who don't know, Character Design Challenge is a group on Facebook which creates each month a different thematic and people submit character designs based on that thematic. And since I wanted for a while to be part of the group and participate, I said, why not now? No better time than the present. So this month's thematic is Dino Racers, and when I think about it, I instantly went back to that old cartoon from Jetix, the terrible Thunder Lizards. And man, that brings a little bit of nostalgia. But anyway, I thought about that and decided to come up with a dinosaur with some sort of rocket backpack, um, almost flying through the air, with his small companion barely hanging up. So that was my main idea, which I pretty much stuck with. Um, if you follow me for a while, you might have noticed that I love telling stories through my drawing, and this one is no exception. So there are multiple ways I like to do that. One of them being characters' facial expressions. More specifically, his eyes and mouth in this case. And you can see that the dino is a clumsy guy. He likes, or at least it's used at being in reckless situations, but at the same time, he values at least a little bit his life. That's why he's wearing the goggles and the hat. In contrast to that, the little mouse, which I'm about to sketch better in a moment, I've been imagining him as being, the mastermind behind this duo. He's the one who comes up with all the ideas and creates all those engines and technology, so to speak. And the dinosaur is purely his kind of a puppet, if I may say. He's the guy who tests everything. But that's why I said it's kind of used at getting the hard hits. So, or another version of those two characters might be that the dinosaur is always constantly trying to prove himself, to other dinosaur friends, to his other dinosaur friends, and but his inferiority always makes him come to the small mouse, which helps him cheat his way in a way. So for this particular case, I imagined, there was a race between dinosaurs. Each of them wanted to prove that they're the fastest, and of course, our guy is in not necessarily the best shape, but nevertheless, he wanted to prove himself. So he contacted his friend, the mouse guy, and asked him to build him something which makes him go faster. And the mouse comes up with this rocket thruster backpack, and the dinosaur is more than happy to test it. So that's pretty much what I had in mind. um, and yeah, man, other than that, it's pretty much, you can tell some stories through some details. And for example, the way his tongue is falling out of his mouth, tells, or at least emphasize a little bit of speed. The dust, the second dinosaur in the background is leaving behind him, tells a little bit of story about speed. And the thrusters exterior, the fact that they are falling apart, you know, tells a little bit again about speed and how fast this guy is going. And the fact that the eyes, the tears are falling out of the dinosaur's eyes again tells the same story. And it's pretty much a combination of those elements which helps you create a successful story. And that was my main goal, and hopefully more or less I achieved that. And when it comes to style, I pretty much enjoy, you know, I'm a sucker for those old cartoons, so I'm sticking to something similar. And you can see that in pretty much my everyday's drawings. And I enjoy the simplicity and the nostalgia those cartoons brought me. So I'm, you know, at least if I'm not seeing them on TV anymore, I'm trying to draw them. That's my main goal. And yeah, and pretty much everything else that you're seeing right now is pretty much polishing, adding some occlusions, some shadows, creating some textures with those lines, and pretty much again, yeah, polishing and creating a little bit of quality to those drawings. Due to the short amount of time I had, I couldn't add some colors, but I promise I'll give you more rendering videos. I know I really have to do that. I enjoy, you know, rendering and adding colors and, you know, adding that extra life to my drawings. So that's definitely a must and something which will come soon and regularly, hopefully. But for now on, you'll have to bear with me with this only line art piece I've made. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about in this video, what I wanted to show you. I hope you guys will find the time in the future to participate in those challenges as well. They are super fun. It's super awesome to see all those other artists who comes up with, you know, insane beautiful ideas, man. It's really inspiring and nice. So yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys around. Thank you for joining and dropping by. If you like what I'm doing, you know, feel free to subscribe, share, like it, whatever you feel like I deserve. And see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.